Pakistan has the world's fourth highest rate of water use and the most water-intensive economy in the world. The country is facing severe water problems due to scarce surface water availability, depleting of groundwater, and frequent climate anomalies. Pakistan's groundwater resources are heavily utilized for both consumption and irrigation purposes. The rapidly growing population is exacerbating the situation. Combating climate change is not just a simple matter of turning off the taps. As monsoons become increasingly unpredictable, the natural process of recharging groundwater is being disrupted. Without adequate integrated water resources management, Pakistan's per capita surface water availability could decline from 1,000 to 860 cubic meters by 2025. Furthermore, with rising global temperatures, Pakistan is increasingly vulnerable to other disasters such as heat waves, droughts, floods, and the accelerated melting of glaciers. Pakistan has formulated three major instruments that serve as guiding frameworks for policy strategies and plans aimed at the efficient management of the water sector. The National Climate Change Policy has developed an action plan aimed at mitigating the impact of climate change on water resources and improving water security through integrated water resources management. The Pakistan Vision 2025 sets 5 goals aimed at ensuring water security for the country. These goals include enhancing water storage capacity, minimizing wastage, establishing effective institutional mechanisms for managing surface and groundwater, ensuring access to a minimum baseline of suitable water for citizens, and efficiently allocating water resources. The National Water Policy 2018 emphasizes the critical importance of groundwater management, including regulations on groundwater withdrawal and capacity enhancement for relevant stakeholders. The Asian Disaster Preparedness Center and the Regional Integrated Multi-Hazard Early Warning System are collaborating on a 5-year from 2020 to 2025 regional project named Climate Adaptation and Resilience for South Asia, supported by the World Bank. The overarching goal of the project is to foster an enable environment for climate resilience policies and investments across South Asia.
Pakistan possesses one of the world's largest contiguous irrigation system, supporting 80% of the cultivable land and meeting 90% of the food requirement of the country. As part of Care for South Asia project, we have been mainly focusing on the 2 provinces of Sindh and Balochistan. Sindh province is the lowermost riparian province of the Indus River system. It meets 95% of its water requirement through canal water. Its groundwater is mostly saline, except in some areas that have a thin layer of fresh water lying over the native saline layer. On the other hand, Balochistan province is arid and can irrigate only 1% of its land using canal water. The rest of the area mostly depends on rainwater for the water supply. Groundwater in Balochistan is mostly an exhaustible resource, contributing to approximately 4% of the province's accessible water resources. We carried out a detailed analysis of federal and provincial level water policies of the country. The study revealed that challenges exist in water sector governance and in climate change adaptation and resilience. A strategic framework for drought risk management has been proposed based on projected temperature, precipitation, and SPEI drought indices using future scenarios from NASA Earth Exchange CMIP 6 datasets. The uniqueness of the study was to integrate science-based information with farmers' perception, carried out through multiple focus group discussions with the farming community in the two provinces. Similarly, we explored the impact of climate change on garage systems, a centuries-old masterpiece of engineering and cultural heritage. The system is environment friendly, provides free of cost water round the clock, all year round, and acts as a buffer against drought and impacts of climate change. Our effort in Pakistan has been to highlight the opportunities and systems that exist in the country, and if managed judiciously, will enable the reduction of looming water crisis in the country. A comprehensive water management strategy is a blend of modern technology and science with community knowledge and insights into the challenges faced by the locals.
As a country with an agrarian economy, Pakistan is facing severe consequences of climate change for water resources conservation and management to fulfill agricultural water demand. Climate extremes such as heat waves, droughts, and floods are causing severe impacts. Surface water, groundwater, and rainfall runoff are the main sources of water in Pakistan. The Indus River and its tributaries, known collectively as the Indus Basin Irrigation System, are the primary source of water, surface water, fulfilling the water demand mainly in Punjab and Sindh province. Sindh province is unavailable to cultivate 25% of its cultivable land due to the non-availability of irrigation water. In fact, water availability could not be increased. However, by adopting water-efficient practices, existing water sources can be managed to bring additional land under cultivation. With increasing agricultural water demand, there is a need to enhance water conservation and management under these changing climatic conditions. Several traditional adaptive water management practices are being implemented in certain areas of Sindh, which have the potential to scale up and minimize water scarcity. However, these practices sometimes lack opportunities for scaling up at the national or provincial level due to lack of dissemination strategy by intermediators or government ownership. At present, we are closely working with the government of Sindh to develop a compendium of best practices on climate adaptive water resources management, where 14 practices from the provinces have been identified. Out of these 14 practices, 6 have the best potential of scale up. This compendium will support decision makers and managers at the provincial level to plan the projects and replicate water conservation and management technologies in different areas of Sindh province. The compendium will capture both traditional practices as well pilots carried out by scientific organizations in the country. Water conservation and management need our attention now more than ever.
As Pakistan continues promoting water security, the Care for South Asia project will support the country to manage its surface and groundwater resources efficiently and help the country fulfill its water and climate policy goals.